Today, and by the way, happy Monday. My name is Christina Nietzsche. This is Stan. He's our professional dog trainer. He's also streaming on his channel as well. So make sure you give him a follow. He's on Iron Sharp Canine. And we're going to be working with little Luna and kind of like, just going through some basic dog training with her, helping her with remembering some of the commands and stuff. She's very excited, very happy to be here. So, and also say hello to us in the chat. We are live, interactive. We're going to be going over, again, some basic dog training. We're also going to be showing you guys some great products here on Amazon that you can get both for your pets and also for your home. So, this is Miss Luna, and she's about 7 months old. Well, she'll be 7 months old on the, you know what's crazy? It's gonna be, that's so weird, February, so normally it would be the 29th, but I think it's actually gonna be more like March 1st then, because February's short.
Yeah. Does February have 29 days this year?
No, it only has 28.
28 days? It's not a leap year?
Yeah. So that would be so actually March 1st she's gonna be,
yeah, 28?
Yeah.
So March 1st.
Yeah.
7 months. And how has she been doing?
She's been doing good. So, you know, I need to, we need to work on the, and you know, because we're going to be doing protection training, I didn't, you know, I'm not really going too hard with the jumping thing, but I feel like in a sense, she kind of has gotten a little out of control with the jumping.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste. You have to be, you don't want her to be super discouraged, especially when you want her to do that.
Yeah.
But if you have on something nice, and she's not a small dog anymore, I mean,
No.
It could be pretty obnoxious. So you can dial her back just a little bit.
Yeah. She's like, and just to be clear, guys, she's 82 pounds now. So, she's now a lot bigger than my dog, Anaya. Oh, and you want to plug in your phone. So yeah. I'm actually going to show you guys what we're going to use. We have this in the carousel, so I figured you want me to bring it over there for you? Is that better for you?
Yeah, that works.
All right. I'm going to highlight this real quick. Dennis, thank you so much for the follow, by the way. All right, so this is 37% off. This is actually on a lightning deal today. It's by Bluetti. We are... actually, I know I have this kind of like last in the carousel, so Mr. Mod's going to play this video for you real quick on the Bluetti EB3A, and we'll be right back. Oh, it's the last one, Mr. Mod. My name is Christina Nietzsche, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of functionality with the Bluetti EB3A power station. So I'm actually going to show you guys how you can charge, you can actually charge your cell phone, but you can also charge your AirPods, which is really cool, with your wireless charging pad right here. So you're going to turn this on first. So you want to make sure that's on, and the button's going to turn green. And then all you do is you literally stick that right on top of there, and then the light will come on for your AirPods. It's literally that simple. Now I'm also attaching a clip of the details on this beautiful power station. Okay, so this is the gray. We're literally just gonna go ahead and unbox this on this video for you guys. We're gonna chat a little bit about the features as well. I will tell you, it's very good. It's nicely packed, which I really like. So it's gonna come with your manual. This is gonna give you kind of like all the details. They have it nice, and let's see if we can pull this out so you guys can see it. Okay. All right, so you've got your Bluetti information right here. This is just going to tell you where you purchased, your warranty policy, all of that good stuff. And then you're going to have your user manual. So there's also a little certificate right here that it did pass inspection, which is pretty cool. So, all right, let me go ahead and pull this guy out. I'm going to turn this to the side so we can kind of easily, oh, look at this. This is even better. So we're just opening up that way. There is actually something underneath here, so we're going to take that out as well. I am going to move, this is going to be the power cord right here. So let me move all of this stuff out of the way, and then we can kind of chat a little bit about everything in here. Okay, so again, this is the gray color. They do come in different colors. Has a handle right here, really nice. And look how beautiful this is. This is like top of the line, one of the top of the line portable power stations. It really is beautiful. We've got a nice flashlight right here. Now I haven't charged this at all, but let's see the heavy duty cord. Nice, this is very nice right here. So you've got different things. You've got your DC output right here. You've got your 12 volt, that's actually a 12 volt DC. You have your input right here for your 120 volt, and this is actually that right there. So you also have, like these different areas too. This is very common in these power stations. You're gonna, any area that you wanna plug into, you're gonna have like a corresponding button that you're going to need to press. So there's also a flashlight, like I said, this will turn on, and that's actually, looks like we probably are going to need a little bit of power. It's at 30%, or I should say 65% right now, which is pretty good. So you do want to definitely have this charged up, and it's got a very pretty display screen. So there's this nice bright flashlight. So this is great for emergencies. I'm just gonna go ahead and hold this in, and let's see if we can get this to, there we go. So this charges up to 600 watts. You can charge this power station with solar panels. And then this also actually has on the very top a wireless charging pad. All right, so we are back. Stan actually had to plug up his phone, so that's actually what he's currently using to plug up his phone. All right, so what were we talking about before we took that little break here?
Her jumping.
Yes, Luna is a jumper, guys. She is like, she thinks she's like part rabbit or something.
She just wants some love and affection. And we actually teach the dogs to jump on us when they're young. When they're small and it's cute, and we pick them up and they get all that attention, and then they get bigger like these dogs are, and they still want that same attention.
Yes.
So we actually teach our dogs these negative behaviors.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, if your dog is doing something wrong, it's our fault. They're only going to do what we allowed them to do and what we have shown them to do.
Okay.
So as long as we are rewarding those behaviors and giving them encouragement, they're going to continue to do it. Allowed behavior is a continued behavior, just like anything else. So you want to show her that she gets love and affection when she's on the ground versus trying to get that, hey, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Right.
Because these are bullies, so they can be bully you and pushy to get you to do things. So you just got to show them, hey, this is how you get love in. So what questions do you have about what she's doing? How has she been on everything? So
she's been good. One of the things that, I definitely need to be more adamant about is continuing like her length of time for staying. That's definitely something I've definitely still got to work on that. I will tell you, I am very proud of her, guys, because I have been very adamant on like the heel. I do need to work more with her with the heel and I think moving part. But I called her to heel and she came right to my side, and I did it in different directions. And so I was facing her and she came, was like, whoosh, and I didn't even have a treat. I just gave her like a ton of praise and made this huge deal out of it. So I don't know if, is that okay?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do now is show me. Yep, you're on the spot now. You're on the spot. Shouldn't have said
Luna, heel. Well, okay, so now she's not, guys. Oh no, this is so bad.
The number one rule in dogs is you never say, my dog is gonna do this, or they've been doing this. All you do is say, hey, watch this.
Okay.
Because the moment you say they're gonna do it,
then she's not.
I don't know what you're talking about no more. So you got some paycheck now.
All right.
Now try it again.
Luna, heel.
There you go.
Yes. Good girl. Well, that's better.
And then you said you need assistance moving?
Well, okay, so one of the things, so I think one of the things that she does is when she's very excited, she will, and I haven't been using that collar, I've been using like a regular collar. Like when she gets very excited, even when she's outside, she'll just charge ahead. That's one of the things that she'll do. She'll just charge ahead. So I think I need to work on kind of like what I do at the door with her, where I tell her to stay. I need to be a little bit more, I think I need to be consistent is what I need to be. So it needs, like, instead of just doing it once every now and then. So I'm already knowing what I need to do, guys. Like I'm now that I'm thinking about this off the top of my head, I'm like, you know what? I need to be doing this every single time, like I do at the door. Like she's great at the door. I could literally open the door. You want to see it?
Yeah.
We'll show you guys. We'll show you.
Don't say you can do it.
Yeah.
Just show.
So, well, now she doesn't even want to go. Luna, come. Free.
There you go.
So she knows to look at me, and then okay, you don't even have. I know you don't have to go.
Good job.
So she knows to look at me, but that's something that I'm very strict with.
Yeah. So you've created a routine, so when the door opens, she knows exactly what she's supposed to do to get that reward.
Yeah.
To get to go outside. So you just need to do that same thing with the heel position, and it starts off just 1 or 2 steps, reward. 3 or 4 steps, reward.
Yeah.
7, 8 steps, reward. And then they're gonna get the point of being in this position is gonna get me my reward.
Right.
And then you start doing turns and stuff with her.
Okay.
Once you really start working on those turns, she's really gonna have to look to you for guidance because she doesn't necessarily know where she's going right now.
Yeah.
When we only do straight lines, straight lines, straight lines, those dogs like, oh, I know where I'm going, I'm gonna get there faster so I can get my reward faster. So a couple things that you can do is your hand placement is gonna be important as well. Heel. So you want her to be basically her shoulders right by your knee.
Okay.
And then, so that means you're gonna have to keep your hand out in front and then you pull it back, she's gonna be in proper position. If you keep your hand to the side.
That's what I was doing, guys. That's totally what I was doing.
If you keep it here, she's gonna be behind you the whole time.
Yeah.
And then she's behind. You don't want that.
Okay.
So you gotta over exaggerate your hand, especially with these bigger dogs and you're a smaller lady.
Yes.
So you're gonna really have to over exaggerate that out in front, and then when you stop, you just pull it back, and she's there. It's a good girl. All right, so you give it a try now.
All right, cool. Let me catch up with the chat. And by the way, hi Mia and Rome. I put your link in the chat. RomenosTech.live. Good to see you, Mia. And who else do we have here? Viviana says my dog runs out the door when I open it. I'm a bad dog owner. Oh wow, I need to work on that. Well, see, now you know what to do.
Yeah. You're not a bad dog owner.
Right.
There's just things that you can improve the relationship and things that are going to keep your dog safe.
Yes.
Busting out of the front door is one of those things that actually caused me to lose a dog. A lot of people don't know because I opened the door and he ran out and then I decided to chase him. He didn't have any recall. It's just a long list of things that my dog didn't have, which caused him to getting hit by a car. So all of these things will keep your dog safe. Recalls, patience, manners at the door. Just implement them to your lifestyle and it's going to save, vet bills and everything else.
Absolutely.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So I'm going to put this down. And Miley, thank you so much for that follow. All right.
All right. Let's see the heel.
Okay. Heel.
Good.
Yes.
All right. So when you start moving, you over exaggerate it. There you go.
She's used to, you see how she's used to not being ahead? Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yes. Good girl.
There you go. And then tell her free when she's done.
Oh, free.
Yeah. She's got to know when she's done working.
She has to know. She has to. That's definitely important. Yes.
Because heel literally means be at my left side. If I'm moving, she should move with you the whole time.
Yeah.
When you stop, she should stop and be seated next to you. But she should remain in this position. And when you start moving, she should do it without you even saying it.
Okay.
We've put her in the position that we want her to. Now she should remain there until free. That a girl. Yes. And then once she knows that the end point, that's going to help with the foraging as well because she's going to start learning, okay, if I get too far ahead, that's not right. Okay. I'm not supposed to get out of the position until mama releases me.
Yeah. So to answer your question, I mean, not your question, but Viviana, so one of the things, I just want to let you know like how I did that because I didn't really explain and Stan taught me this. So when I'm at the door, what I always do, it doesn't even matter like how bad my dog has to go to the bathroom. I'm very diligent with it. And so I don't even have to actually give her that command anymore. But in order to do that, what I always did was I told her to sit and then made sure that she was out of the way so I could open the door. So she knows that she's not supposed to be up against the door, like so close to where I can't open it. And then when I open it, I have to give her the okay. So I would tell her stay, and then I would open the door and she would look at me and then I would say free. So that would let her know that she's free to go outside. So now she like automatically looks at me, and it's always like, I mean, it's great. I mean, that right there, that's a prime example of something that's, you know, consistency,
it's very
guys.
Important.
Yeah.
And even before you even go to the door, you want to teach your dog what a stay command is, so she realizes, okay, I got to wait for a release command, because you taught her stay before you did the door necessarily.
Yes.
So there's prerequisites to that. Your dog has to understand when the stay command begins and when it ends. And then you just add duration, distractions, and different stuff where you can. Same thing about getting in and out of the car. All of those things start with teaching them that stay command.
You know, I think one of the things that I need to work on too is having her stay at the door, but me going outside and doing like some things. So, you know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm going to work on next to kind of take it to the next level, you know. But I am going to highlight, I do have one thing highlighted in the carousel that I am going to, we're going to play a quick little video. This is actually, so before we play the video, it's the vest that I use on Luna. And I think the video is of Cairo, by the way, my other dog, because I have two. But so when I go out, and I thought it wasn't going to work, but for the most part, it actually is a little bit of a deterrent. When I'm training Luna, I have this vest on, and I have all these different patches on. And it basically deters people from just running up to my dog and petting her when I'm trying to work with her. So we're going to go ahead and play that video, and we'll be right back. Cairo is sporting the extra large Ice Fang tactical dog vest in hunter green. These do come in many different colors and sizes. They also have a Molly panel on the vest where you can attach beautiful patches. The patches don't come with it, but they are available in our Amazon storefront. These 2 metal buckles are going to withstand up to 1,000 pounds of force. So I got that, and then her collar right here, it doesn't come with the label in here. This is actually a Velcro, I got it on Amazon. It's in my storefront. They're customizable. But the Miles Tactical Dog Collar, I love this dog collar because it's got this heavy duty buckle. And this is actually made in Austria, the buckle part. But we're gonna play that quick little vertical video for you guys so you can see it up close. This is the Miles Tactical Cobra Buckle Dog Collar. This is actually 1.5 inches wide, and this is the medium to large that will fit neck sizes of 14 to 23 inches. The Cobra Buckle is made in Austria and withstands over 4,000 pounds of force. Hey Evans, how are you? Evans is here. Hello Evans. Did you say hi to Stan is here too? We got Stan.
What up, guys?
And he's streaming on his channel too, guys. So make sure that you give him a follow on his channel. He's actually on Iron Sharp K9 here on Amazon. So if you scroll through the feed, you're gonna find him as well. And you're gonna find a lot of good knowledge. He's got a lot of videos up as well with the products that he loves. He's got a storefront. And he's got his own carousel with stuff as well. So you got something in the carousel. Let's chat about the first product in the carousel.
Let's see. So the first product is going to be the Full Moon Dog Treats.
The Full Moon Dog Treats. All right, we got a quick little video on Stan's side for that.
So we often get asked, which dog training treat do I like to use? Me personally, I'm gonna grab these Full Moon Dog Treats. When you're luring a dog, when you're getting them in those positions, it's very essential that you have a dog treat that smells. So when you open this bag, whew, it smells like some beef jerky, boy. It's even human grade. So you can eat it too. So again, when you're working with your dog, make sure you have a treat that's savory. And if you would eat it, that may be something that you want to think about. Stay tuned, stay safe, stay sharp, take care of your dog.
See that, guys? You can eat those dog treats, so it's a win-win, you know?
Yep.
If you ever get hungry, you know where to turn to.
Just get a little snack. So, And also one thing I do like about these treats, I don't know if I said it in that video or not, is they are small.
Yes.
So when you're working with your dog, you can get a lot of repetitions. When they have those bigger, the crunchy treats, they're gonna bite it, it's gonna break on the floor, then they're gonna be paying attention to what's on the ground. Whenever you're working with a dog, you need some type of treat that they can eat really quickly, unless you're giving them that jackpot. So if you're only doing one thing with them and you're working on that one, so like for instance, if you are going out the door, have a big treat for her. So when she does it right, she gets that jackpot, they call it.
Gotcha.
So you can use stuff like that. But if you're trying to get these repetitions, especially on the heel with recalls and different stuff, you want to get as many reps as you can positively and quickly and keep her interested and engaged. That's the most important thing. A lot of people's dogs are not engaged with them. So when they go out in public, the dog has no understanding of what they're supposed to be doing because they've never really developed that engagement. So they go out, oh, this is more interesting than you. This is more interesting than you, and people are like, my dog doesn't listen when we go outside.
Yeah,
you're not interesting. That's
you have to be more interesting than anybody else.
And they have to know they're getting something out of it. I mean,
true.
We want our dogs to work for free, but I always ask people, what can your boss get you to do the work for free? And like, nothing, I wouldn't go. But you want your dog to do the same thing. You want your dog to be there for you all the time, but you're not even going to give them a treat or reward for it.
It really puts things into perspective when you kind of put it into like the human form of like, you know, kind of like comparison there. And guys, let us know too if you have any questions, if you have questions about the products in the carousel, if you have questions about, you know, dog training questions. This is your time, guys, so let us know. Miley, and it looks like you got some followers over there. Jessica and Miley started following, and Miley saying, hi, Stan.
Hey, Miley. Hey, what up?
Nice. All right, so Jessica, let's see here. We got some things here. Let's see here. Miley saying, my German Shepherd loves training. Jessica says, I have a male bull mastiff who recently took me on a not so good ride in the backyard after seeing our neighbor's dog was out. He is a great dog inside, but if he sees my other dogs, other than our female boxer, Lucy, outside, he is uncontrollable. Will I ever be able to socialize him so that I can go for walks for him, without, or with him, I'm guessing, without getting myself hurt again?
So it sounds like you need a little bit of more communication with the dog when he is on leash. It sounds like he's pulling and doing whatever he wants. So that is a very good segue to this collar that she has on.
Yeah.
So let's take.
I'm gonna highlight that for you guys. So Stan has this collar. We don't have it. We don't have a video on this one, but do you have it in here? Oh yeah, here we go. It's the Herm Springer. So we just highlighted it on Stan's, it's actually in Stan's carousel on his channel.
Yes. So the first correction the dog ever got was from mama dog, and that was on the scruff of their neck. When they get, their milk teeth get too sharp and mama goes bam and corrects them. So it's a very psychological correction. So with this here, it resembles, hold on, let's do it like that. It resembles a mouth. So it's a clear message to the dog. So when, like you saw, we put it on Cairo and it fixed his pulling issues.
He was like, it was great.
So get one of these Herm Springer collars for your bull mastiff. You are going to have to get a larger one, depending on how big your dog is.
Yeah.
And you may have to add a link or two. But you want it to fit on the neck. Come here. Come here, pretty girl.
And you can tell, guys, by her demeanor, she's not afraid of this collar at all. Like, the collar doesn't hurt her. And I do want to mention, too, the reason why you want to use this Herm Springer collar is because their design is unique. And I actually used to have extra, like I used to go to PetSmart and I used to get these prong collars, and they were huge and they're ridiculously large, and they took a lot more pulling in order to actually work. These are very effective, even being as small as they are. This is the same size that I actually even use on my dog Cairo, with the exception of needing to add some links in there. But as you can see, she's not suffering at all.
So if she does start to pull, you're going to just give a little pop there, and you can see she stopped doing that behavior. And the more you deal with these collars, it's like training wheels on a bicycle. You're going to teach the dog what behaviors you want them to do, and you also are going to start using your words before you give that correction. So if she's doing something we don't like, it'd be like a no, and then that correction.
Right.
And as again, you see him barely using any force, and it's getting the message across to this 85-pound dog here. So it doesn't take a lot. It's just going to be showing your dog exactly what you want them to do in those situations, marking those behaviors when they are doing it correctly, and deterring them from doing it incorrectly.
Yeah.
So hopefully that answered your question. If not, ask it again.
Yeah. So I do have a quick little video for the, it's a reflective dog collar. It's 43% off. These come in a lot of different colors. And I do want to disclose this is a plastic buckle collar. So this is going to be more for a dog that is smaller, that is not going to be pulling a lot. You don't want to use this on a very strong dog that has a pulling problem. But this is good for a lot of dogs that, like, I don't know, like poodles, hey, dogs.
Don't sleep on poodles.
Don't sleep on poodles.
Poodles are pretty tough dogs. They just look food.
Maybe toy poodles.
Yes, toy poodles. That's something.
Yeah. So we're gonna play a quick little video on this collar. It's just a cheap little find. It's only $7.99. So we'll be right back. Hey guys, my name is Christina Nietzsche. I'm actually going to talk about the Joytail collar. This one is the extra large, so it fits your dog's neck, basically 18 to 28 inches. This is the one that I got from my dog Cairo. They do come in different colors and up to 5 different sizes. So this is kind of like your typical buckle collar, very easy to open and then easy to close. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on Cairo. I've actually already sized this up for Cairo, which is actually very easy to do. So this one's gonna fit him perfectly. And I believe it goes with his eyes very wonderfully. All right, are we done? Okay, cool. All right, hey Alan, how are you? And he's ouncing Christina, Stan, and Mr. Mod. Hello, hello. Welcome, Alan. Hope you're doing well. So this right here, we just recently got a cart for kind of like to put all the dog stuff on. This is by SafeRacks. I got a quick little video, just a quick little vertical video. It's about 22% off. This is the SafeRacks NSF certified steel rolling cart. You do have the options to keep the wheels off if you like. This is a 5-tier rack. All of these shelves are fully adjustable. This is 18 by 48 by 72 inches, and I'm currently using this for all of my dog supplies. So my dog Cairo, he's the biggest dog out of the entire 3 dogs that I have, and he is the most He is the one that is least in charge. Let's just put it that way. He is the bottom of the pack. He lets Luna, like all he does, he's like all bark and no bite.
He's a gentleman.
Yes, there you go. He's a gentleman. Cairo is a gentleman. Yeah, but they're gonna get married in a couple years, so I mean, he's just kind of playing it safe. He doesn't want to take the risk. He wants to keep his girl.
Yep.
All right. What do you have next in the carousel?
All right, we can talk about this little dog toy here, which you have over here. A lot of times people are always asking, how do I get my dog to work without treats? And I like to use treats because we can lure them and show them exactly what positions they're going to be in. And then once the dog understands it, I will go to something else like this, balls, tugs, whatever, because they're going to work harder and longer for this than they will. You see how much more attention she's paying to.
Oh yeah, she wants that. She wants it bad. Versus
the same with the treats. So when you're doing the healing, you can get her in there. So heel, and then you can put it up here. Hey, it's right here. Oh yeah, this is something different, huh? Here, heel. And you can work on her positioning as well with this. And it starts out here. And again, you want to have it in front. So when you stop, she's going to be in that proper position.
Nice.
And then you reward her with free. That girl. And you want the dog waiting for those release commands. You don't want them anticipating those releases.
Right.
Because again, it's about keeping your dog safe. If you're putting them in a position, they should understand that they're supposed to be there as long as you ask them to.
Gotcha.
And don't make decisions on their own.
Right, right. And so with these, you said with these, you do not want to let them play with it for an extended period of time, right?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't let her chew it because she will. These are not indestructible. They are going to get worn out, especially if he's chewing on the end like she is right here. So what I would do is...
Okay, well, I'll let you do that, and then I'm going to... So with something like that, I think you also mentioned, too, that you want this to remain a high value type of thing. And so if they have it whenever they want, it's not going to be as valuable.
No, because they're just going to tear it up.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So like with her, I would tease her up. Ooh, tease it. It's over here. And then I'd put it up. So on my usual 5'11" pants, I got a pocket.
Yeah.
But we'll use this bait bag here, and then we put it up.
Okay.
Because we want her to know everything fun comes through us. And this is a way that you guys can raise your engagement and your value for your dog. If they realize that they can get anything, anytime they want.
Yeah.
I see people with baskets and boxes full of toys, and the dog just has access to it, and then they grab a toy and the dog's like, I don't want to play with that. But I mean, you've seen my dogs. As soon as I grab anything, it could be a squeaky ball to a tug like this, they're like, ooh, we're about to play. And they know that they're going to have only a limited amount of time that they could really enjoy that. It's kind of like the McRib. I've never had one, but apparently people go crazy over the McRib whenever
That's their secret, guys.
Yep. So they only bring it out for a limited amount of time, and then they take it away, and then you never know when it's going to come back. So if you like it, you're going to grab it when you can.
It's a great marketing tool, I must say.
So that same level of attention is what we want. We don't ever want her to get bored with these things or associate these things with working too hard in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Especially at a pup. We want to keep them engaged. We want to keep them wanting to do stuff. And this is that big value reward. So you said you wanted to work on more of her stays and her duration.
Yeah.
I would use stuff like this.
Okay.
Because again, if she messes up, she doesn't get it.
Okay.
So you can ask her, let's see, come over here. Are you still in camera up here? Sit. Stay. So we'll come over here, and we want her to just wait. Nope. So she broke. So what we'll do is we'll just come over here and put it up. And we'll start talking about something else. What do you have in this queue here?
All right, let's see what we have next, guys. And hey, Louise, how are you? Welcome back. So I have one of my favorite chew toy, not chew toys, but treats. They're Stella and Chewies. So I like them because they're freeze dried, but you can break them up into very tiny pieces. And they're also not going to be like, even though they're freeze dried, they're not the type that you end up with like a bag of like crumbs where it's like a waste of money. So we're gonna play a quick little video for you guys. I use these a lot for stuffing these bones, by the way. In search of a dog treat that would keep my dog interested, I chose Stella and Chewy's Wild Weenies, which are made of grass-fed lamb. You can easily break them apart into smaller pieces that are actually ideal for dog training. So those, and they do come in different kinds. They have larger bags too. I believe the newest one that I have is like a bacon, egg and cheese. I think bacon, egg and cheese.
Have you tried it yet?
Have I?
Have you tried it?
No.
Why not? Is it not human grade?
Let me get them. Hold on a second. I don't think I want to try these.
Bacon, egg and cheese. It's delicious.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean. Okay, so here's the ingredients. It's bacon, pork liver, beef kidney, beef, and then bacon, and then, your whatever, preservative.
Yeah, you should try it.
No!
You should try it live. Okay.
I don't think so. I don't know. Those other ones, you had me going with the other ones, but I don't know. I don't know about these. These, I don't know. I mean, they do have really clean ingredients in them, and they are made in the USA, which is really nice. Natural and raised without hormones or antibiotics. That's also nice too. Okay, so I mean, you technically could, but yeah, I think I'll pass this time. I will pass this time. All right, so next up in my carousel is actually the Flexi Lead. We have them over there. We're gonna play a little video for you guys real quick, and then we'll be right back. This is the Flexi Lead Comfort Retractable Leash. It has this handy knob right here, which allows you to adjust for different grip sizes, so it'll fit all different hand sizes. It has this locking mechanism right there, so you can press and also lock it into place. This is handy for when you want to pull it out at a certain length and actually lock it. What I really do like about this is that it goes out about 16 feet and covers 132 pounds. All right, so we are back. Alan said, I just tried a cat treat the other day, tasted like oat bran. Did you make it, Alan? That sounds, I like oat bran. All right, what do you have next in your carousel stand?
Let's see.
And let us know, guys, if you have questions, Please feel free to reach out to Stan in his chat or mine, whichever. But make sure that you're following too. So, you know, we do these shows on a very consistent basis, and we are going to be eventually doing a couple shows over at Stan's place as well. So, and I think we've actually got the setup now to do remote stuff. So, yeah.
So let's talk about that elevated dog bed.
Oh yeah, we have so we're gonna play a quick little video for you guys real quick. Stan has an elevated dog bed, and we'll be right back. Oh, Mr. Mod's looking for it. It says dog bed.
The less glamorous side of the training, he's learning how to do absolutely nothing while we edit. Do nothing, just chill. The hardest thing in the world for a Malinois. Been on there for 10 minutes. Rolled around a little bit, stood up a couple times, but he hadn't gotten off yet. That boy learning. Free. Good boy.
Wow, she, I forgot.
That's a male. That's
He's
Snipe.
doing amazing.
From what he was doing.
That is super impressive. I don't know if you guys, so we actually were introduced to him on Amazon Live. What was that like? What was that like last month?
Yeah, probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yes, it was not that long ago. And this is a dog that was actually flown in?
He was
Driven?
They drove him, yeah.
Yeah. So long distance. He does training. If you're interested in dog training and you're out of Texas, you can still bring your dog to Stan. And he's been working with him nonstop, and like I can't even believe the improvement. Mm-hmm. And if you guys want to watch the replay, just go back probably about 4 weeks ago, and you're gonna see where he was introduced, and Luna and him actually met for the first time, and he was barking, and it was amazing. Like it's like night and day. Yep. Impressive. That's what consistency in dog training can do. So that's why it's super important.
Build the dog's confidence, show him how to be successful in different situations, mark those behaviors, and the dog will start falling in line. So the elevated dog bed is also good for teaching the dog not to go out on the door as well, because now you can put that elevated dog bed, it gives them a clear surface where they know that they're breaking that barrier.
Yeah.
Same thing when people are coming over, you can put that dog on that bed, have the people come in, and then tell them free, release them off of that dog bed. So it doesn't get all chaotic and crazy at the front door whenever you are working with puppies.
Yeah.
Very good tool, comes in handy.
Alan said, I didn't make it. It was, the dog, talking about the dog treat, it was supposed to be chicken, and it tastes like oat bran. Nothing wrong with that. At least it didn't taste like something really bad, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so I actually have it's actually 61% off today in my carousel. It's the dog puzzle. I know Stan has one too, so we're gonna get to his in just a second. This one is a beginner friendly one. So this is the one I used for training Luna as a puppy, not really training, but just giving her a little bit of mind stimulation. So we're gonna go ahead and play that quick little video for you guys and show you how it works. This is the Nina Ottoman Dog Puzzle by Outward Hound. I got this initially for my puppy Luna because she needed a little bit of mind stimulation and also to help with boredom. You fill each area individually with a treat, and then the goal is for the dog or puppy to actually use its nose, its paws, and also its mouth to uncover the dog treats. This helps with anxiety issues, it helps with boredom, and it's also a great tool for mind stimulation as well. All right, and then Stan has one in his carousel. This one's a little bit different because I believe you can put like food in there. It's kind of like acts as a slow feeder as well.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and play that video for you guys on Stan's, and we'll be back. So there he is. That's and tell us what you like about that one.
So it makes the dog think. They have the little holes that the dog can get the treats out of.
Yeah.
And then when those treats run out, he has to push that button in the middle, and it causes the rest of the treats to come out.
Ah,
So
okay.
it refills itself. Do not leave your dog unattended, because Boots, he got frustrated and he just flipped it over, and then they figured out that's the easiest way to get the treats out.
Oh my God.
So if you have a smart dog, he may choose the path of least resistance whenever it comes to those things. So pay attention to your dog whenever you're working with them.
That is hilarious. All right, so I do have a lot of different options. I didn't put all of them in the carousel today, guys. I just put some of the more tougher. A lot of us who have large breed dogs or dogs that are heavy chewers have issues with finding dog chew toys that are actually going to last. So we're gonna go ahead and play the Kong Extreme Goody Ribbon, which is one of the newer ones that I got, and they love it. And we'll be right back. This is the Kong Extreme Goody Ribbon. This is very similar to Kong's Goody Bone, but you actually have more areas to place treats. I usually like to fill this up with peanut butter and then also place dehydrated treats in those areas as well. This is made out of 100% natural rubber, and I love this because it actually gives the dog a little bit longer of an enjoyment due to the fact that it has a little bit more areas for treats. I got that one, and these are just like quick little videos to give you guys some ideas of some, pretty tough dog treats. The next one is from Go Nuts, and this is an interactive toy, and we're gonna go ahead and show you a quick little clip on that. This is the Go Nuts pull toy made especially for strong, large breed dogs. It is 100% natural rubber and made in the USA. And then we got the Go Nuts. This is actually, it's huge. I mean, you can see it right there. We're gonna go ahead and pop that in real quick, and then we're gonna head over to Stan's carousel after that. This is the Go Nuts training stick. It actually has a lifetime replacement guarantee, made for aggressive chewers, and is made out of 100% natural rubber and made in the USA. All right, so we got that. And if you guys have questions about these products, let me know. Those two are both made in the USA. They're actually, I believe they're out in California. And I did read on the listing, they actually use the same rubber that NASA uses, which is pretty freaking cool. So it's definitely very heavy duty. And a couple of them, they do come in different sizes. So if I know that one looks huge, and it is, it's actually, it's the largest one. I'm just to put things into perspective. Even for Luna, it's a little large. Anaya loves this more than anything, but they do have different ones where they have a colored core. The rubber, it's like a different colored rubbered core, and so this way, if they bite into it and they break it, then you know it's time to replace it. With this one's actually the solid rubber one, so this is gonna be, there's no color on the inside. This is gonna be the most indestructible one. Luna's not really this is not her favorite. This is, like I said, this is more Anaya's. All right, what do you have next in your carousel?
Oh, we can talk about the slip lead.
Yeah, so we got a little video for you guys on Stan's carousel for the slip lead. We're gonna show you that, and then we'll be right back.
Pet him. Good.
So let them know.
Talk about him.
All right, so this is actually the set right here. You want to tell them why you like these?
Yeah. So especially for young dogs or insecure dogs, it's going to be something that you can communicate with them, but it's not going to be too abrasive. So it's not going to be something that's going to shut down the dog. So if I ever get a new dog that's really fearful, I don't want to put a prong collar on them, because I don't want them to associate me with something that is unfamiliar just right off the bat. So I will develop a relationship with the dog before I go to anything like that, and I'll start with something like this. You want to make sure it's secured. It has this little stopper thing on it, so you can make sure that it doesn't get more, because dogs will try to slip out, and if your dog slips out of a leash, that's the worst thing in the world. So make sure it is on properly.
Yeah.
But they're soft, it's easy on your hands, and it's lightweight. So if you do have a dog that needs to carry it around, so like I tell a lot of people, if your dog is doing something you don't like them doing, you have to be able to control the outcome. Well, what do I need to do? Have a leash on your dog when they're in the house. If they're jumping on people, if they're getting in the trash and stuff, you don't want the dog to be doing something and you go chase it, because then that teaches the dog that basically it's fun. They're gonna get a reaction out of you. So if you have something on this while they're laying around doing whatever they're doing, and they're doing something they're not supposed to, you just reach down, you can grab it, you can correct them, you can pull them where you need to, you can get them out of the trash, out of trouble, and all these different things. So
with and that's one of the things you kind of reminded me with Luna, since she's still very much a puppy and she still can get distracted, we have like dogs in our, so the way our yard is, we have like, you know, we're basically directly behind neighbors with dogs. So our fence is connected to our next neighbor's backyard. And they both, there's a dog there, there's a dog there, and there's a dog there. And so what I do is when I know that those dogs are outside, because those are the type of dogs, their dogs actually rush to the fence, and they're like they're uncontrollable. I don't know how people have uncontrollable dogs like that. It drives me nuts. But anyway, that's another subject. All right. I'm always the one. I'm always the one, guys. I just want to point that. I'm just going to vent for a minute. I'm always the responsible one. I'm always the one that actually goes out and takes my dog and brings them inside. Like the other neighbors, they just let their dogs just do what they want to do up against the fence. And I'm like, I don't know how you do that. Like that is not training. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
So when I know that those dogs are outside, when I know that Luna might be interested, I actually have her on a leash. And I don't like, you know, I'll work with her a little bit as far as in like commands and stuff. But I don't allow her to get to the point where I'm having to run after her, like you said, because that's teaching her that that's a cool thing to do and that that's a game, basically.
And they get excited and then they're going to choose to run away from you in the most inopportune time.
Yes.
So, yes, if you can't control the outcome, you're hoping you're not training. And if a dog knows that they can get away with something, they will.
Yeah.
They will get away with it. So you want to make sure you're setting up routines. You want to set up conditioning responses for her. And eventually you'll go out there and you'll do the same things that you've been doing, but you won't have to have the leash because she'll know the consequences. And if she does mess up, then the next time you just go back and show her, hey, this is the way we're doing it. This is the way that you get success. If you do it the other way, you don't get what you want.
Definitely very important. All right, so next thing I have in the carousel, I actually have two different options for, these are by, one is by Nylabone. They're, I believe they're both USA sourced. One is by Nylabone, the other's from another company. They're just quick little videos. The one by Nylabone is called Flavor Frenzy. And these are kind of like those harder bones. What I say with this is just make sure that you know your dog's chewing structure or chewing style. Some people, you know, say, well, the harder bones, they can break teeth. I mean, it really depends on your dog's. I've never had an issue with any of these bones hurting my dog's teeth. So it really, again, it just depends on the chewing style. So we're gonna go ahead and play this video for you guys and we'll be right back. This is the Nylabone Flavor Frenzy in bacon, egg, and cheese. They do come in different flavors, but I love the fact that these are made for aggressive chewers. So even though this is a little on the shorter side, because of the strength, this is equally good for all three dogs.
And he like jerked.
Yeah.
Dog's tooth pops out.
Oh no.
Yep. Had to get titanium teeth. It was a whole thing.
Titanium teeth. Wow, guys, that's crazy. All right. So the next one that we have, that is really cool. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. I mean,
titanium teeth.
A lot of the dogs, like the police dogs, don't get it because they bite so often. It'll start wearing their teeth down.
Yeah.
So some of the dogs, instead of not having those canines, they would get titanium teeth put in.
That is amazing.
We were working this dog named Canine Jaeger out in Sherman. And he bites so hard. And the very first couple times you're catching him, and you're like, man, that hurts. Like, why is that? And he's like, oh yeah, my dog has titanium teeth. And you're like, what the heck? So yeah, it's a whole thing. And I can only imagine getting live bitten by titanium teeth.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can only imagine how much that costs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some serious teeth.
Police officers, they get a little bit of a budget. So I think they're like $1,500 a tooth or something like that. But they're gonna last. So they last for a really long time and you're not really gonna have to do it again.
That's amazing.
So
titanium freaking teeth, guys. All right, so next up in the carousel is actually the Benebone. This is actually the wishbone. This is a little bit bigger, so there's more areas to chew. We got a quick little video for you guys on that, and then we will be right back. Hey guys, my name is Christina Nietzsche. I'm actually going to be talking to you today about the Benebone. This is actually their giant wishbone. I'm actually going to be giving these to my dogs. This is the second time around that I've bought these, so I figured I'd do a quick little video on the details before I actually open these up and give them to my two dogs. So as I mentioned earlier, this is actually the giant wishbone. This is meant for dogs under 120 pounds. I actually got the bacon flavor, but they do come in also chicken and peanut as well. These are made and sourced in the USA, which I really like to hear. And they do come in small, medium, large, and giant as shown here in this video. These are made of a strong nylon material, so these are actually meant for aggressive chewers. My dogs, as you can see, are fairly large, and so they definitely needed something that was going to last them a little bit of time. All right, so we got that. So that's another option for you guys. These are all, again, these are the products that I feature, the products that Stan featured. These are all features that we've actually tested out that we use. So it's actually stuff that, like legit stuff that we know is working. So you have a pillow that you work with your dogs, because he does like protection training and stuff too. And so we have a quick little video from Stan's carousel on the bite pillow, and then we'll be right back. Mr. Moz is gonna pop that in for you guys. All right. So I noticed that you're using this also to help with running on the treadmill. So look how little, he's so cute. So that's Boots, guys, and Boots has gotten huge now. How much does he weigh now?
I actually have never weighed Boots.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not one of those guys who's like
bigger.
super big on how much my dog weighs.
Yeah,
I want them to be able to do stuff. So
sure.
I would personally take a 41-pound dog over a 120-pound dog. Sure. Just because the 41-pound can do a lot more.
Yes.
Space-wise.
Yes.
They have smaller poops. All of those things.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. So I would probably say I'd say maybe 30 pounds right now. You know, but he's really athletic. He's really agile, and those are the things that I'm looking for because I want him to be, you know, frisbee dog. We're gonna do trick stuff. He's gonna do bite work, agility competitions. We're gonna do the canine biathlon, all that stuff. So he needs to be a lighter build. I'm going to keep him probably, if he's about 55 pounds when he's full grown, I'm going to be like, yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. Yeah. Because it's big enough to get the job done, but it's also small enough that if I need to pick him up or place him places, like if we're doing some scent detection work, anything like that, he's a little bit more versatile. There was a guy who said we're going to be able to jump out of a helicopter with a dog.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's on my list of things to do as well.
Wow. Okay, you better film that.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's definitely, it's going to go up. You might even do it live so y'all can see my reaction. Oh my God. No.
That's going to be great. That would be awesome. That's a next level live right there.
Yep, that's fun. That is crazy. Fun one there.
All right, so next up in the carousel, we actually made dog treats in one of my lives, and I went and got these silicone molds. So we put together a little video for you guys. It comes in a set, and it is currently 5% off. It's the silicone molds, the dog treat molds, silicone molds. Yeah.
This is a 2-piece silicone mold tray set that I got for making my own dog treats. It's oven safe up to 446 degrees, freezer safe up to -40 degrees, and also dishwasher safe.
And then they all caught it. There you go, guys. So that's our little video there. We like to have a little humor sometimes, you know, to keep it interesting. All right, what's next in your carousel?
Let's see.
And those were peanut butter pumpkin beef collagen dog treats. Super simple, easy to make.
Let's do the whistle recall video.
Okay.
Recall is one of those things people don't have. So these are things that can make having that recall a lot easier. If the dog knows exactly where they're coming and they are getting something for it, they're gonna want to come back. So we got a video with Snipe where we show him having his favorite thing in the world is a bite tug for a Malinois, and we're able to recall him off of those back to us.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and play that quick little dog whistle video for you guys, and we'll be right back.
It is the most important thing for your dog. And what a lot of people do is they call their dog and they never give him anything. And then they say, Stan, my dog's not coming anymore. And I always ask, are you gonna go to work if you're not getting paid? And they go, well, no. So why do you expect your dog to work for free? They're not. So this is a game that you can play with your dog that's going to build the value in them coming back to you. So get something they like playing with, and you're gonna associate that every time they hear a whistle or a sound or whatever it is, you mark that. So even in mid belly flop, he wants to come back and play. So I'm gonna let him take this one and run off with it. So he's got his prize. Good job. Yeah, boy. And again, the same concept. I want the dog to know that there's value for coming back to me. He can take that one. Yes, sir. Good job. Make yourself more important than the distraction, more important than not coming back. Stay tuned, stay sharp. Take care of your dog.
Now we're done.
Wow, that is pretty awesome. Where you going, girl? You want to come in here? Luna. Yes.
Yeah, the girl.
Good girl, baby.
And just like that, you had a recall, and this is a casual way. She got a love and affection when she came back, and that's what your dog needs. Working with Snipe, it was consistently showing him that, hey, when you hear this tone, you're gonna get something for it. We actually have a video, and we like to experiment whenever we're working with dogs, because you never know what they can do until you try. So we had him on a bite. We do bite work with him, and he's on the bite. Jamil's working with him, and I'm like, what will he do for this whistle? And I blow the whistle. He comes off the bite, and he comes back, and I'm like, oh, I didn't have anything. So he gets about right here, and he turns back around and goes rewards himself. So the next time we did it, I had something for him, and he realized, okay, I can leave this and come back and get something even better. And it was literally just trying it. So I suggest everybody use a whistle recall. Let your dog know that they have something when they're coming back to you, but don't overdo it. Don't water it down. Don't always call your dog to you like in a formal manner. Sometimes it's just gonna be, hey, come on, let's go. Or, hey, let's go do this, instead of front, here, da, 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 da. And that's what a lot of people do, is they water down their commands. They use it too often, and the dog gets bored with that reward. It's like I tell everybody, if you have $1 million, there's not amount of money that I can pay you to dig this hole. Right. But if you're broke and you don't have any money, I can give you $5 and you're gonna dig this hole 25 feet wide, 25 feet down, because you need that money and you value that. So same thing with the dogs. We gotta make sure they're getting something out of it, and we're not watering it down and overdoing it.
Gotcha, okay. And yeah, let me know if you guys have questions. Oh, hey, Jennifer, how are you? Jennifer says, hi everyone, Mr. Mod, Stan, and Nietzsche crew. How's everyone doing? We are doing good. Hope you're doing well. We're just going over some stuff, and we did a little bit of dog training. But let us know, guys, for those that are just tuning in, if you have any questions. The next product in my carousel is actually what I use for my dog Anaya, who's got a little bit of an allergy. It's 31% off, and these are chewable dog treats. So we're gonna play a quick little video, and we'll be right back. My name is Christina Nietzsche, and these are Bark and Sparks Allergy and Immune Chews. So my dog Anaya has really bad allergies, and we are very, very picky with what we would like, the type of food that we give her. We can absolutely not give her just any old treat. These have actually been helping her. They've got things like pumpkin seeds in here, they've got bromelain in here, and they also have quercetin. These are all natural, like allergy relieving ingredients. Really clean ingredients, guys. You will need to make sure that you're looking at the actual serving recommendation, because it does go according to size. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of like how small they are. Anaya and both Cairo love these. As a matter of fact, they actually tell you on the container here that once you open them up, you just wanna be careful that the dog can't get into them. So you have to have it someplace, because they smell like so enticing, and they absolutely love them. So they can eat these by themselves, by the way, or you can place them in their food. What I like to do is just sprinkle a few of them on top of my dog's dishes on the food in the morning, and then they're good to go. You do not need to give these to your dogs multiple times during the day, just one serving once a day, and you're definitely gonna see some relief. Clean ingredients, like I said, you do get 180 180 chews in here, and they've been doing a good job. So you got omega-3s and a lot of really good ingredients, guys.
The first heat cycle is a bad thing.
Okay.
There was, Trevor was telling me, a vet was telling him that
We're just talking about breeding.
It actually helps open up their canals, and it makes it easier for them when they get like older.
Interesting.
Because they're still growing and developing, so everything grows and develops the same.
Yeah.
Versus waiting, and then making them do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's easier to give birth to the babies.
Interesting. That is interesting. Very interesting.
Oddly enough. And if you think about it in the wild, they're not waiting.
No, that's very true. They're not. Yeah, so, all right, so you have something else in your carousel we're going to chat about. It's that, that ball.
Yeah,
okay,
ball.
so this is one of the balls that he uses for training. We just have he just has a quick little video, and we're going to pop back on and he'll talk a little bit more about it.
Yep.
Good. Let it go. Good boys. Good job.
All right. So tell us why you like, or what do you mainly use that for? Just kind of like playing around or training or?
Yeah, so different dogs like different things. Some dogs don't like the tug. Some dogs like balls more. And the thing about having just the ball, you can't really grab it and play with them without getting necessarily bit unless the dog knows how to bite on that.
Yeah.
So when it has that string on it, you can pull and engage that.
Yeah.
More of the drive that we're looking for, especially in like the bite work and stuff.
Okay.
So what you do with that is you always have two of anything that you're using, so the dog doesn't realize that, oh, if I don't bring it back, I don't get anything out. So you want to throw that, have a second one, the dog brings it back, show them that you got it, play tug with them, get them to out, throw
Sure.
it again, and just use that as just a reward for the dog. Use whatever the dog likes. So I often get asked, well, how do I get my dog to play more with me? I don't know, what does your dog like, you know?
Yeah.
Some people's dogs like the knotted ropes. Some people's dogs like bite pillows. Some people's dogs like t-shirts. Use whatever your dog likes
yeah.
to work with them. And you want them to know that everything fun comes through you.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and I definitely, that's one of the things I think in the past I used to struggle with, you know, where I had this mindset that every dog that I had can be trained the same exact way.
Yeah, no.
And it's crazy how even the types of tools, the types of collars, you know, I was stuck in this mindset that this one collar would work for every single dog that I had. And that, you know, a certain training style, like even training styles are different. Like you have to, like not every dog responds the same way. It's so interesting.
Every dog is an individual. You have to work with the dog in front of you. And that's why having kind of a blanket training style limits a lot of stuff. A lot of people want, for bite work especially, they want this dog that's like super hardcore, gonna go balls to the wall the very first time that they see anything. And it's like, yeah, that's cool, you can have that. And it makes the training a lot easier when you have a dog like that. But that's not necessarily saying that you can't have a dog that doesn't have that initial go for it. You can actually teach them those behaviors.
Sure.
And if you develop that dog, you're gonna have more of a stable dog, and you're not gonna have a dog that's super reactive to a lot of stuff. A lot of people with Malinois, they can't have their dog out in the front yard if somebody's riding a bike because their prey drive is so high that dog has to go chase that.
Yeah,
and you have to do so much training to get them out of that, which a lot of people don't do, and then they end up having a liability on their hand because they wanted this super high powerful dog, and you're never, I mean, not gonna say never, but it's very likely that you're ever gonna really have to use the protection side of things, but you are gonna be living with this dog every day.
Yes.
So having a dog who can do it and also can chill is something that I look for.
Yeah,
I will
absolutely.
never own a Malinois. I will never own a Malinois in my life because they don't chill. You can take them out, run them on a treadmill, put them on some bite work, have them climbing up a wall, go on a mile-long walk. They're gonna sleep for 2.5 minutes, and then they're gonna be ready to do it all over again.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely an important thing that you brought up is, you know, people sometimes have it in their minds that they want a type of dog, but it might not fit in their lifestyle. You know, so instead of going by like the dog's looks or what you think that you might like just because of they're cute or whatever, you like the shape, the style, the eye color, you know, none of that stuff really matters. What matters is the type of dog that they are. So if you get like an Alaskan Malamute, but you can't take them, that you can't give them a lot of work and, you know, things to do, and, you know, you probably shouldn't get one, you know. Same thing with Huskies. Huskies need a lot of work, a lot of work.
Huskies, Malinois, Cane Corsos, 3 dogs I would never own.
Yeah.
And do not get a dog because you saw it on a TV show or you saw it on a movie.
Yeah.
Because what you don't realize is like that movie, what's it, when Channing Tatum, Dog or something, right? he had a mountain law in the movie. I think it was called Dog.
Okay.
Whatever the title of the movie is, there was literally 5 dogs that they had to shoot this movie. They all looked the same, so you can't tell the dogs differently.
Oh.
But this one dog was good at this. This one dog was good at this. This one dog was good at this.
Yeah.
And people are getting these dogs, expecting them to be what they saw in the movie, not really realizing that
girl,
it
you
was
gotta go out.
5 different dogs.
All right, good girl. She's been very good at that. Oh, see, look at that.
There you go.
Free.
Yeah. That's poetry in motion right there.
Keep that window open so I can check her. There she goes. She's been very good, and it has been definitely a process, but like she'll make that little weird noise and she'll always let me know. So she's been great. The next thing in the carousel I have, guys, let me see here. Okay, this is a raised dog bowl. We're gonna play the video for you guys. This is what I use for both of my dogs. I have a couple different sizes, and we'll be right back. My name is Christina Nietzsche, and this is the Fori Elevated Pet Bowl Stand Feeder. Okay, so this comes in different sizes depending on your dog's height. This one is the 10-inch, which I use for my dog Anaya. It does come with these 2 stainless steel bowls, and the bowls are going to be different sizes as well depending on the elevation that you get. So the larger, more tall ones are going to come with larger bowls. These are actually a pretty nice heavy-duty stainless steel. I was very impressed. They're not thin. They're actually really good quality. You can pop these in the dishwasher, and this you can wash off as well. You do need to put this together, so they're going to give you everything that you need to put together. The only thing that you're going to have on hand is a Phillips head screwdriver, but you also are going to get these little bumper pads right here, these little bumper circles, these little circles that are going to kind of like protect the bowl and protect this bamboo right here and actually prevent it from sliding. So if you look right here, see how it's kind of grippy, versus if they didn't have it, it would kind of like be all over the place. So very easy to put together, guys. It comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So you're gonna get these 2 pieces right here on the bottom that you've got to screw in, and then of course each side as well, and then the top piece. So really happy with this, guys. Very good quality. Build quality is nice. Like I said, stainless steel bowls are nice, and they are standing up to my dog is actually 78 pounds, and this holds up really nicely. All right. So I'm going to read, oh, and Jennifer said I will have to watch the replay on what I've missed. Yeah, definitely. And if you have questions, you know, reach out. You can reach out to Stan too. Make sure that you're following him on Instagram. It's IamStan90. That is where you can see all of his phenomenal work and the stuff that he actually does. And you could always, you know, like I said, reach out to him. So, all right. So Margaret says, my dog did a great job recently. I trained and played fetch ball almost every day with my dog since 2 weeks ago. Now he waits until I count to 3 and he runs. Thanks for the tips.
There you go. That's what we're here for.
Nice. All right, what do you have next in your carousel?
The retractable dog leash.
Okay, so in Stan's carousel, we actually have his flexi lead. We're gonna play his little video for you guys, and we'll be right back. I don't have anything for you, girl.
Heel.
All right, so you, as you guys can see, you like this for a very specific reason, this type of leash.
It's the closest thing that you could really get to having your dog off leash, because they can get 26 feet away from you and still have control of it without getting a long line or something tangled up and everything.
Yeah.
I like using retractable leashes to work on recalls, because again, if they are distracted in something, you say their name, give them about 2 to 3 seconds to comply, and if they don't, boom, you can give them a correction on that collar. Hey, I'm talking to you. And they're like, oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. You do that so many times, the dog starts realizing, okay, I hear my name, I hear whatever command that you're giving, it means I have to perform that action, even if I am 26 feet away from them. So it gives you the freedom of having them to be right next to you, or they can go off and sniff. So if you are on taking your dog on walks, they're actually going to get more enrichment out of it by walking in front of you, sniffing around, peeing on different stuff, exploring, versus walking next to you the whole time. And that doesn't mean that the dog shouldn't walk next to you on certain periods, but on a long walk, let them out, let them sniff. You're gonna get more out of your dog. You're gonna enjoy it more, and it's gonna be easier on you walking your dog as well.
Yeah, I used to think that, by the way. I used to think that your dog, when you're out on a walk, your dog is supposed to be just like strict. Like I used to think that, like it was like brainwashed in you thinking like, and then the dog never enjoys the walk. So it's like they can't smell anything. They're basically taught, you know, so it all makes sense. I mean, the dog has to have fun too.
It's like a formal march. There's a time and a place for everything you're gonna do with your dog, and sometimes you gotta have fun with your dog. And a lot of people don't really enjoy their dogs. They get them for like status symbols or, I have a dog. Well, what do you do with your dog?
Too.
He's just in the backyard. Like, that's not a life for a dog. That's not a life. Your dog should be a part of your family. Your dog should be a part of your lifestyle, and you have to show your dog how to be a part of your lifestyle. They're not gonna know. They're an animal at the end of the day. We can give them every human characteristic. We can spoil them. We can do everything with them. We can treat them like our children. But at the end of the day, they are an animal. So you have to make sure that you're giving the animal routine. You have to give them structure. You have to show them, hey, this is what you do in this situation. This is what you do in this situation. And it takes a little bit of time. So you're really going to be working with her till she's realistically, these kind of dogs, to about 18 to 24 months before anything is really solidified in there. But if you do that the first 18 months of their life, the next 5, 6 years, 7 years, however long that they live, is going to be a whole lot easier because they know how to do certain things. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Just like working out. I haven't been able to run for almost 5 weeks now, and it's like killing me, and I can even tell like my legs are a little like not toned like they were, and it's just like it's frustrating.
And that's another thing too. One of the things that, you know, is super important to remember is that, you know, what you were saying, you're constantly, you know, training your dog. So it's not like, you know, once they learn a command, you stop and then, you know, you just kind of go along your way and don't teach them it anymore. So I mean, that was a learning lesson for me too.
We all went to high school and school, and we did class and geometry and algebra. And if somebody asked you about the Pythagorean theorem right now, you're gonna be like, hold on, what's that? Google, what is this? Because we're not using it on an everyday basis. But back then, you'd be like, oh, this is this, and this. Same thing with the dog. You can show them something, but you're always going to have to be working on it. And then you make it a little bit harder, and you add more distractions. You add things that can make them not successful, but you still want to show them, hey, if you do it right, you can have whatever you want.
All right, so the next thing in the carousel, I actually already highlighted it. This is, we're getting into, at least in my carousel, I have some things that I use for cleanup and for eating and, you know, sleeping and all that stuff. So we really included a lot of really good dog products that I use all the time. And the Gamma Vaults is actually an airtight container. We're gonna play a video for you guys and we'll be right back on that. My name is Christina Nietzsche, and this is the Gamma 2 Vault. This is actually what I use to store all of the dog food for my 2 beautiful dogs. This will hold up to 50 pounds, and it will seal it up and make sure that no bugs or anything get in there. So you do have a twist top right here. And you also have this ring that you just want to double check and make sure that this is still okay. So just check that throughout as you're using it and make sure that it's still, you know, good enough to use. You can always look on Amazon and replace them if needed, but it should last you a while. Now you also are gonna get this cup right here. I do have dog food already in here, but you're gonna get this as well. This is actually roughly a cup. So this way you don't have to break out like a measuring cup. You pretty much know exactly what you're getting in here. Very simple to use, guys. We actually have like 3 or 4 of these, and we use them for multiple things as well, even to store grains. So not just for dog food, you can use this for many other purposes for storing as well. All right, so we got that. And you have, what do you have next in your carousel today?
See, anything more dog related?
What we'll do is, if you're done with the dog stuff, we'll go over some of the stuff in my carousel, and then we'll kind of head into the cleaning stuff and the last stuff. What is it, baby girl? What is it? You have so many toys. Are you like, are you bored with us?
Yes, she is. She said, I want to do more stuff. I said, nope.
You don't want this anymore? Not this?
Nope, she wants that other tug.
The other tug, yeah, that's what it is. We know what you want, girl.
She wants
All right.
playtime.
So, Did you? Oh, okay, so we're on that now. Okay, gotcha. All right, so we're gonna go over a few things in my carousel before we head back over to Stan's. So I'm gonna show you guys. She's definitely patient, but she's vocal, Jennifer. She's like, she will let you know when she starts to get a little antsy. Like right now, she makes that little like, it's a weird noise. She sounds like, I don't know. She doesn't sound like a dog. She sounds like a different animal.
Are you a walrus?
So the Dremel is actually something I use. That is what I use to get their nails nice and short. We're going to play a video for you guys on that, and we'll be right back. Oops. My name is Christina Nietzsche, and this is the Dremel 7350 Pet nail grinder. So I actually just got this in to replace the older version. This one is actually the upgraded model. So this is going to be charged with a USB cable. So you do get your USB cable that comes with this. Also conveniently, you're actually also going to get a total of 5. So you're going to get a total of 5 of these grinding pieces, these grinding attachments. You are also going to get this tool. This is going to be what you need to unscrew. And it's actually very easy to use. So charging is going to be located right here. You just open this little flap up, and then this is just a one-touch like feature. So there are no different levels. This is actually 7% quieter. So it's going to be a little bit more relaxing and calming for your pet because it's not going to be as noisy as the other model. So you just press right here to start and then press to stop. This right here is a lock button. So it's going to actually lock this into place. So in order to actually unlock it, you just press and hold and then just screw this off, and it's going to help open this up so you can take this off, and then you can pop a new one on once you've actually used up all of this area right here. So very easy to use, guys. You're also actually going to get the manual right here just in case you have any questions. I will say that this upgrade is definitely thinner. It's able to, it's more ergonomic, so it's going to fit into your hand nicer. All right, so we got that. And then another thing that I like to use, so Luna actually sleeps in her crate at night. We do allow her on the bed when we watch TV, but when she goes to sleep, just because she's gonna be getting larger and larger, and she's basically the size of, she's gonna be the size of another human. Mm-hmm. So sharing a bed with 3 humans is not as convenient. So we actually have the PetMate Ultravari dog crate, and I have a quick little vertical video for you guys, and you guys get to know like the size and all that stuff. This is the PetMate Ultravari dog kennel in an extra large size. This is about 48 inches, and it's going to cover the weight of about 90 to 125 pounds. It comes in the 2 pieces, all of the screws that you need, and a very secure locking feature on the door so that the dogs can't escape. Inside, there's plenty of breathability and room to lay down, stand up, and turn around comfortably. All right, so Jennifer says, yeah, mine does too. She starts howling, but it sounds like a yodel. It is funny, right? It's the weirdest thing ever. I don't even know what, it reminds me of some creature or something. Not a dog, but some other weird creature. All right, so bath time. This thing is great. So I actually had a lot of, you know how you come across those shower things for dogs? Mm-hmm. A lot of them are like plastic. So this one right here, this one's actually a metal hose. It's only got one plastic piece, which is the diverter at the top. So we're gonna go ahead and play that quick little video for you guys, and I'm actually giving Luna a bath, so you guys get to see it in action. This is the Wonder Dog shower kit. You actually do get this nice shower head with the splash guard, and it also comes with this on and off switch that allows you to conveniently turn the water off and on. It also comes with the hose and also with the 3-way diverter to connect your shower pipe to. Now, cleaning is super easy. Because of the rubber teeth, it allows you to get a nice deep clean into your dog's coat. So that's, as you guys can see, it's actually super easy to use. Now, I do want to mention you do not, because it has that diverter at the top, you don't actually have to take it off to, like, if you have like people using that shower. So you can leave it on and it's not going to affect the normal shower. So Margaret actually has a question on your channel. Says, hi Stan, I follow you on IG and noticed you give your dogs raw chicken. Is that safe? Great question, CC.
Yes, so giving a dog raw chicken, we have to remember they are animals. In the wild,
Yes.
They were not going to the grocery store and getting dog food. They were not having cooked chicken. They were eating chickens raw. If it is raw, it won't splint. If you give a dog cooked chicken bones, it will splint and it can hurt the dog. But the raw is perfectly fine.
Yeah, and actually I can attest to that, by the way. So there's a way to do the raw food and there's a way not to do the raw food. You want to make sure that your dog food is balanced. You don't want to just, put together anything. It has to be balanced. So you want to add the stuff, like Stan's adding stuff in his food as well. So he's adding like pumpkin and other stuff as well. So it can't just be the raw stuff. But yeah, so what he's saying is true. I actually raised 2 of my Cane Corsos on raw food ever since they were 8 weeks old, and they had the bones and everything, and not once did it affect them in a negative way whatsoever, and they lived to be over 10, 12 years old. So yeah.
They actually say it's better for the dog because, again, it's more natural. It's just like if we only ate processed food, like if we ate McDonald's every day,
it's better than kibble for sure.
Yeah, it's way better than kibble.
If you do it balanced, it's better than kibble. So yeah. Jennifer says, does she always lay like that? She looks so comfortable. Yes. She just likes to just, I don't know. She's just laying it out there for everybody to see.
She's very comfortable with herself.
She's definitely very comfortable. All right, so the Fur Haven dog bed, these are quick little videos for you guys. This is the video. This is actually, oddly enough, I meant for it to also be for Cairo, but Anaya is actually the only one that lays on it. And we're gonna go ahead and play that video, guys, so you can actually see like the size and the dimensions and all that stuff. Hey guys, today I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Bedshore Sherpa blanket. So I've been using this Bedshore Sherpa blanket as basically a cover to allow my dogs on the bed without actually giving them access to our blanket underneath. And this one is actually fit for a king size bed, or although there are actually multiple different sizes. This one measures 108 inches by 90 inches. And so this is perfect to throw either on your bed, on some couches, or just laying around for your dogs to lay on anyway. But this is also great to keep warm and cozy during the winter months as well, even if you're not using it as a throw. The good thing is that this is very versatile. It has a nice fluffy underneath, and washing it is super simple. Just put it in the wash and make sure you don't use any softener. Softener is basically going to wear a little bit on the Sherpa side, so that's just a little tip from me. Other than that, it's pretty awesome, amazing, and as you can see, my dogs love it. Actually, I put the wrong one in there, so I apologize. We are actually going to be showing you, I'm going to put this video in for Mr. Mod real quick. I'm over here in the back end, guys. So let me go ahead and add this. Let's see here. I'm going to add this bed for you guys to see. So bear with me just a second. So I can play that. I do have that blanket, guys, but that is in my storefront. I don't believe I actually put that in. There we go. So can you just pop that in there? Yeah, we're gonna pop this in here for you. This one in particular is actually the Jumbo Plus. I wanted to make sure I had something big enough for my dog Cairo, even though Anaya is mostly the one that sleeps on it. The sleep surface is approximately 46.5 inches by 36 inches, and it's actually 53 inches wide. This is great for breeds up to 125 pounds. Now, one of the great things about this is that they actually use recycled filled bolsters, and it also has a really supportive orthopedic support foam. This is roughly 5 inches thick. This is also good for senior pets that might be dealing with some issues. 2 areas to unzip. The padding of the top portion actually fully comes out, and then you can safely pull away the cover, throw that in the wash without worrying about damaging all of the fill and the orthopedic foam. All right, Missy says, hi Christina, Mr. Mod, Stan, and Superstar Luna. Hello, how are you, Missy? Let us know how you're doing. Next up in the carousel, I actually have a waterproof pet blanket. It's actually more of like a throw. This is what I use. This is what I put in Luna's dog crate over top of her. She has like a heavy duty bed, but it's not as soft. So I put this on top of it. It's 30% off, and we got a quick little video for you guys on that one.
Hey guys, my name is Christina Nietzsche, and this is the Pet Maker Pet Throw. This is actually the large. They do come in different colors, but what I love about this is actually waterproof, so it's actually meant to handle like anything that's spilled on there, and sometimes accidents happen, especially with pets. What we've been using this for is actually to just lay across the bed. Sometimes we do put this in our chairs, but this actually mostly goes in our beds because our dogs do jump up in our beds, and so just in case, to make sure that everything is nice and safe, you know, we're actually putting this on there. Now, this can be thrown in the wash and the dryer. The only thing that I will say is that you don't want to use any fabric softener, because if you use fabric softener, what happens is it actually wears down on this beautiful fleece, or rather Sherpa side. So just make sure, just throw it in the dryer. There's no need to use any softener. That's just going to ensure that you're keeping it at its best.
Guys are looking for the cover. A lot of us, allow our dogs in our car, but what happens is that we end up getting stuff all over the seat, the car gets a mess, and then, it just goes downhill from there. So I do have a little car cover that you could actually, it's kind of like a hammock style, and it is easy to wash. It is currently 24% off. We got a quick little video for you guys, and then after that, we're gonna head over to Stan and his carousel.
My name is Christina Nietzsche, and this is the Geomic waterproof car seat cover. This is actually going to cover the entire back seat portion of your car. You are going to get this kind of like a installation guide, if you will. It just shows you where to hook it up to. There's no screwing in or anything like that. You get everything that you need. It just literally gets hooked behind the seat, behind the back seat, and then you do get another strap that will actually kind of make it into a hammock and hook to the sides of your doors. So I'm actually going to show you what it looks like. Quality is really good, guys. It's actually a pretty good thick material, which I like. It is fairly large. You do get some zippers, and you have these are actually the handles right here. These are actually PVC pipes, if I'm looking at them. So feel just like PVC pipes, you can tell. All right, so we're gonna open this up. You're gonna notice that we're gonna have like these adjustable, so this is gonna basically fit all different types of cars. This is gonna go around those seats here. So we're gonna open it up over here and this way. All right, so these zip up right here. You do get two of these. One just fell on the floor, so I'm gonna show you that real quick. So you get two of them, and that is actually what's going to hook on, open this up all the way. This is gonna go where your doors are in the back. So this is what these are for. That's gonna help kind of like anchor them on there. So it kind of acts like a hammock, if you will. You're also gonna notice there's some pockets here. So I think that's kind of cool. You can put some stuff in here. You've got two pockets right here, and then you've got two good sized pockets right here. So like I said, guys, good quality. Pretty impressed with this, a really good price point, and definitely a great addition to help keep those car seats clean, especially if you have pets that shed a lot.
We are back, and now we are getting ready to head over to Stan. He actually highlighted the next thing in his carousel and deals with Mel is here. Hi! Melody is actually another live show creator here on the platform and also our friend. This is a great idea for a pet. Yes, we have a lot of good pet products in here. And this is Stan, by the way. He's actually our professional dog trainer. He does amazing stuff. He does protection work. He does obstacle courses, obedience training, puppy training. What else do you do? You do more stuff than that.
That's the gist of it.
Yeah.
We got some specialty stuff in there too.
Yeah. So definitely check him out. He's also streaming on his channel. By the way, Stacy Smith started following you.
What up, Stace?
And also Holly.
Hello, Holly.
Guys. All right, so next up in your carousel, you have the boots that you're like famously known for.
Yes.
He wears them all the time. If you go to his Instagram, you're gonna constantly see that he is wearing these boots. This is like his trademark. So he's got a quick little video, and I believe your whole family's wearing them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna play that and we'll be right back. Deals with Mel said, I thought I was gonna pass out, but I met the goal. I get bonus points for 15 minutes, for a 15-minute walk this afternoon. Nice, nice, congratulations, that's awesome.
Very nice.
All right, let's, what do you have next in your carousel?
Let's talk about the shark.
The shark, okay. We're gonna go ahead and on Stan's side, we have the shark. I actually have a video on that we're gonna play for you on the shark steam mop. Hey guys, my name is Christina Nietzsche and I want to introduce you to the beautiful Shark Genius Steam Mop. This thing is amazing, but I do want to give you some tips. What you want to be using this for is your definitely like your tile floors. You don't want to use this for laminate because steam mops, any steam mops in general, could possibly or potentially warp your laminate floorings. So you do want to make sure that you're using this on a nice solid tile surface, maybe even slate, something along those lines. So you want it to be nice and hard, marble, all that good stuff, right? But always double check and make sure that your floor is sealed properly. Now this does come with 2 pads. What I really like is that I literally just throw these in the wash. I don't have to really do any like special care to them or anything like that. And they are probably gonna get a little bit grayer within time. I'm fine with that. I'm sure you can use a little bit of bleach if needed. So cleaning with this is super easy. Let me point out a couple features for this mop. You're gonna get this cord wrap right here. You do have a pad release, which is right here, and I'll show you how that works. It's actually pretty convenient because it allows you to mop and not to have to touch that dirty side where you just mopped. So you're just gonna press this and then it's gonna automatically release the pad for you. Now, if you wanna just place it back on, you can kind of carefully loop it in there on those little inserts and then just pop it right back into place. Now, you do have one simple button to use this. It's very easy. You actually press this blue button right here and it controls between low, medium, and high steam. Another thing that's really cool too, if you got this little hidden area right here, this is gonna be where you put your water in. A recommendation for you, I would definitely be using distilled water. You do not want to use anything with mineral content because it is definitely going to wear on pretty much all of your electronics that you're needing water for, right? So another neat feature on this is that if you have like an area where you kind of need to get a little bit deeper of a clean, you can turn this kind of backwards like that and then press down and there's gonna be like a burst of steam that'll come out and that'll help you kind of get a little bit of a deeper clean. So overall maintenance on this is very simple. Like I said, you just take the pad off and then you pop it in the washer. I would say that you should probably leave it out. I wouldn't put it in the dryer, just let it air dry. It dries rather quickly. That's about it, guys. I know for sure you definitely won't be disappointed with the shark. All right, looks like we got Lori B in the chat. Hello, Lori. And what else? We have Rome is back. Rome is back in the chat. All right, so next up in the carousel, guys, we're talking about some cleanup stuff, some good pet-friendly product, like stuff that's gonna be good if you have pets. So the Bizzle Pro Heat 2X Revolution is 10% off today. We got a quick little video. It's our carpet cleaner, and we'll be right back. That's on me. It's on my carousel. Sorry. An Amazon customer, thank you for the follow.
Shark Vortex next?
Yep.
This is the Bizzle Pro Heat 2X Revolution carpet cleaner. This is for heavy duty carpet cleaning. I have 3 large dogs, so cleaning carpets is a must. Putting solution in is super easy. You just place it in that compartment. And then cleaning is a breeze. So there's actually a trigger button on the handle that I'm holding in. And as I'm coming back, I actually let go. This allows solution to get into the carpet and clean.
So next up in Stan's carousel, he actually has the Shark Vertex vacuum. We have a video for that, so we're gonna go ahead and play that. It's a little bit more in depth to show you guys like basically all the functions and features, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, my name is Christina Nietzsche, and I'm gonna show you how to use your Shark Vertex. Okay, so I already have the cord unwrapped, but this is how you would wrap it up right here.
Everything is super easy. They even have areas that say like handle release. You've got wand release, which fully removes this piece right here. Hose release in case you need to actually clean the hose. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to use the attachments. So you've got your brush, just goes in just like that. And then you've got this tool right here, which is really great for like stairs and just like some small areas that you can't necessarily reach with the big head of the vacuum. And then this is probably the most used piece in our household because I use this to clean like the crown molding, all the little areas like the corners close to the floor that are kind of hard to get to if you're just using the big piece like that. So we're gonna pop this back into place. And then I do want to show you a couple things here. This is the start button. This also effectively cleans hardwood floor, low pile carpet, and also thick carpet and area rugs. All you have to do is toggle this switch right here to make that happen. Now, this does have a HEPA filter. I am going to show you where that is. It's very easy to get to. But first, let's talk about vacuuming. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna step on this. It's actually got a little footprint right there, and then just pull back, and then this thing swivels. It's pretty amazing at how easy it is to use and just get the job done. So we don't like to overcomplicate things here, and I think this has definitely been an asset to our household. It also has a no tangle brush, which I definitely think is great for people that have pets, and also maybe you have somebody that has long hair in your family like me. But getting to the dust cover is easy. You do want to only rinse it with water, and I do want to point out that with the dust cover that I'm about to show you, you want to make sure, and it even tells you, do not use soapy water and do not use warm water. You just want to rinse it, and it also lets you know that it is going to stain eventually. So I'm going to show you guys that. You just press this, and this whole thing comes off. And here's the dust cover that I was talking about. So it comes in two pieces. You've got this and this. And it tells you right here, eventually it is going to stain. Rinse them with just cold water, allow them to air dry, and then you can place them right back in. Now, the HEPA filter is located down here. We'll see if I can get this undone to show you. You're just gonna pull out this tray right here, and then you're gonna push down. There's a little tab right here. Just wiggle that down. This is actually the HEPA filter. Eventually you're going to need to replace this, so just continuously check on this and just make sure it looks okay and it's not like really dirty. We're gonna try to get this back in. It's a little tricky as I'm down here, but we're gonna see if we can press this up. Let me see if we've got this in. You can always test by trying to put this back on. So I'm gonna actually readjust this real quick, and then we'll try and see if we can get this all done live, or rather on this video for you guys. If you have any issues, all you need to do is just turn this vacuum around, or rather upside down, and that'll help also as well. So it seems all lined up here. Now we're gonna go ahead and line this tray up. There's actually just these little grooves in here, and there we go. Super simple. Getting to this is actually very easy as well. You can lift this up and you can effectively take this out to clean it. So remember, they do have two brushes down here. There's gonna be that no tangle right here. It's gonna be like a soft brush, and then you've got this other bristly brush right here. So it definitely works really well at getting the pet hair out. And then another thing too, I do wanna just let you guys know, this right here, this is where it's gonna collect all of your dust, particles, all the disgusting stuff that is laying inside your carpet. So what you do is when you're done, you take this, it's even got a little max fill right here. You're gonna bring this over to your trash can, press this button, and then it's automatically gonna dump out. So on occasion, what you wanna do is you wanna actually just rinse this out with some warm soapy water and allow it to dry. In order to open this part right here, there's these two little buttons. You pull up, and then you can access the whole entire thing. So I just actually cleaned this out this morning. And what I do is when I'm done, I dry it, and then I just kind of like sit it down and I allow it to fully dry. Once it's done drying, you can close everything back up, and then you wanna stand on this. It just makes it a little easier. You're gonna kind of put it in like this and just hear that pop right back into place. All right, so in answer to Mel's question, no, Mel, you can't wash a HEPA filter. You have to replace a HEPA filter. But thank you for asking. That's a really good question.
So next up in the carousel, I just have a spot cleaner. It's a quick little vertical video that we have. It's actually the Bizzle Little Green Pro. And so we're gonna go ahead and play that for you guys and we'll be right back.
The Bizzle Little Green Pro is something that I use a lot, having 3 large dogs. It's easy to spot clean. It comes with 2 different heads, one for deep cleaning and also one for regular cleaning. And the best thing is that it's super easy to empty out, clean. What I do is I normally just dump this out right away after use, give it a little rinse, and sometimes I'll even put some warm soapy water in it to ensure that it stays in pristine condition.
All right, so we got that. And then in Stan's carousel, we actually have the Bluetti. This is the AC200 Max. This is gonna be the one that covers up to 2200 watts. And so we're gonna go ahead and play that video for you guys. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, Christina Nietzsche here. I'm gonna be talking about the functionality of the Bluetti AC200 Max. So with this, of course, this is actually going to cover up to 2200 watts, and it also covers a little bit of that extra boosted surge that happens when you first turn on some of your appliances. You do get 2 wireless charging pads right up the top for your cell phone. You are actually also going to get a 112V/30A Super DC, which is actually located right here. You're also going to get your carport as well. And then what also comes with this is your DC 5521, which is located right here. In addition to that, you're actually going to get your USB-C port right here. And you're also going to get this USB-A port as well, 2 of them. You also are going to get a USB-A. This is actually your 5VDC/3A. You get 2 of those. And then, of course, you're also going to get this section right here. This is going to cover your 120 volt outlets. So you do get 4 of these. In addition to that, this is also able to power a washing machine. You have a nice plug for that as well. And then charging, guys, charging is going to be on the side. So I'm going to turn this around just a little bit so you guys can see. You do have an option to charge these different ways. And just to let you guys know, this is fairly large and is kind of heavy. So you do want to be careful with that. It weighs over 60 pounds. You're going to have this area right here. This is actually what you unscrew, and you're going to plug in your solar panels if you want to charge it by solar panel. This is going to be your regular adapter that comes with the unit itself if you would like to plug this into the wall and charge it. And you do also these are actually the battery extensions right here. So a lot of different options for you guys. But again, this is also able to be controlled with an app. I don't know if I mentioned that before. A very powerful unit. Like I said, it is basically 2200 watts. All right. So the last thing in my carousel, guys, we're gonna pretty much wrap this up. This is actually the Bizzle Crosswave Pet Pro. It's 18% off. This is actually what I use on my laminate flooring. So this is all laminate. I can't use a steam mop on this because it will warp the wood. So we're gonna play that video for you guys, and then we're gonna be back and wrap it all up. My name is Christina Nietzsche, and this is the Bizzle Crosswave Pet Pro. This is the wet dry vac that you definitely have to get if you're looking at really picking up like pet hair. And this actually includes 2 brushes. I'm gonna show you guys all the details here and a couple features that I absolutely really love. So the brushes are easy to remove. All you do is actually pull up on here, and then you can we'll actually take this all out for you guys. Just pop this out, and this actually has a tray, and I just want to point this out first. When you're finished mopping, keep it plugged up, press the button, lean it back, and put your mop in here, and it will automatically spin and clean and dry your brush for you. And then what you do is you sit it and you take it and you place it right here. So there's actually 2 slots for this. So I'm just gonna pop this back into place to show you guys just how easy it is. You do wanna line it up here, and then you do wanna line this little thing up right here as well. And you're gonna hear like a little click, so you do wanna make sure that it's actually popping into place. You want that Bizzle sign to be up right here. There's actually Bizzle writing. And then you do want to line this up, make sure that it's in. And sometimes you just want to turn it around like this to make sure you've got it. Line that up good. And what you're going to do is just actually pop it right into place here. There you go. So let's talk about some of the features. And I do occasionally rinse this out with warm soapy water and let it dry overnight. This whole piece right here, with the exception of the HEPA filter. So you actually get an extra HEPA filter, which is really nice. And this is what I take out and I will dump out. This basically catches up any like hair, any dirt, debris, all that good stuff. And I give this a good rinse with some nice soapy water, and then just pop this back in here. So I do let it air dry overnight. That's one thing that I recommend. Same thing with your brushes. Leave the cover off and allow it to dry overnight. Wipe everything down. That's how you keep it kind of like really nice and neat looking. Okay, so let's talk about cleaning. So since this is a wet, dry vacuum, it's gonna vacuum and it's also gonna mop at the same time. The cool thing of this, so let's turn this over here. So you've got your cord wrap, of course, then you have this right here. Now I do want to point out, this does not use, let's see if I can pop this out from the table here. Yeah, so this does not use a lot of solution, which is really cool. They actually give you a little guide here. Oh, and let's pop this HEPA filter back into place too. So they give you a little guide and they have it written down depending on the area that you want to clean. So for instance, you use like that much solution and then the rest of it is just water. So take a look at that right there. That kind of gives you like a little guideline of where you need to fill up. And you do get 2 small bottles of solution. I do also want to let you guys know that Bizzle, all their pet products, what they do is they actually donate to an organization for every purchase too, which I absolutely love. So we're just gonna pop this right back into place and we're gonna talk a little bit about some of the features. So I'm gonna bring this down for you so you guys can see. There's a trigger button right here, which is going to allow the solution to come out and get on your floor, even your area rug. There are 2 buttons here. There's actually a hard floor button and there is also a area rug. So this is not meant for like a carpet, it's not gonna be like a carpet cleaner or anything like that, but you can certainly take advantage and do like some small area rugs. So I absolutely love this, guys. It's been working out really well. I've been using it mostly on my laminate flooring. And so just a couple tips for you guys. Laminate flooring, you do not want to use any steam mops. Something like this is perfectly fine. What I would recommend is, testing a small area. For my laminate flooring, I have no issues whatsoever. And another tip too would be to allow the solution to run one way and then let go of the button and then vacuum the other way. So just basically saturate the solution just a 1 pass instead of a double pass. And this way you'd rather be more safe than sorry, especially if you have those laminate floorings, to make sure they are pristine. You definitely want to take care of them, but this is definitely going to do the job for you guys. You absolutely will not be disappointed. All right, so that about wraps everything up, guys. Please let us know if you have any questions for Stan, for some dog training. Also, make sure that you're following, tell us where we can find you on social media.
So it's I am Stan90 on Instagram, TikTok, Stan Smith on Facebook, and then Iron Sharp K9 Training on YouTube.
Okay, got it. And then here on Amazon, it is Iron Sharp K9.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forgot about Amazon.
Yep, and he is, and Ellen, hey Ellen, how are you? Margaret says, my house smells so good after using this with the Bizzle Crosswave. Yeah, the Bizzle Crosswave is definitely very good. It definitely kind of like refreshes the house. All right, so everybody have a good rest of your day. We're getting ready to head out. Do you have anything you want to add?
Hey, stay tuned, stay sharp.
All right, see you guys next time.